Hello, every pony, and welcome to Skyward Sword. And we have this wonderful little gay demon here.
And there's nothing wrong with gays, you're saying.
Yep, nothing wrong with gays, but
it's just that it's fun to tease him.
Right.
I actually like this guy.
Let me see. No, that's not it. Oh, this is so very embarrassing. I seem to be at a loss for your name. Not that it matters, really. To tell you the truth, I feel a bit refreshed. And right now, I just need someone to vent to. I heard my underlings had finally captured the Spirit Maiden, so of course I rushed over here. What can I say? I was excited. Flustered even. But what did I find when I arrived? That agent of the goddess. She had once again. You see, what I'm trying to say is... that goddess-serving dog escaped with the girl! I must have the Spirit Maiden in order to resurrect my master. I must have her. I got a little carried away there, didn't I? I don't deal well with complications to plans I've laid out so carefully. It's a character flaw of mine. But something good can still come from this day. I've had all this bottled up anger smoldering inside me, and now I can release it.
You know, I had to... Oh, go ahead and read this. Mention it while you're playing.
There's someone special I'd like you to meet. Oh, don't be shy. I need to vent all this unhealthy anger. Your agony is such a great stress reliever. It won't take more than a few moments with my friend before you've charred to a satisfying crisp. And let me tell you, that will put a spring in my step. Oh boy. Boss time. Run! So, that was the rock that was chasing us earlier. There's a creature inside. Pyroclastic fiend Scaldera!
So yeah, I actually do have experience with, gaming, Main Man Battle Network 4. No, the thing is, I love 3, so basically I did have fun with Main Man Battle Network 4. However, there was a problem with Battle Network 4 because, in a sense, you have to beat the game 3 times in order to 100% complete it. Yeah. Let's just say, by the time I had playing the game for the 3rd time, I was already extremely bored with it.
Right.
Even when the story was freaking amazing. Yes, the story was actually pretty amazing because you had to deal with...
Oh shoot! This isn't good! I ran out of stamina. Ow!
But yeah, basically, spoilers. You have to deal with biologists that can corrupt your Nabi, aka it can even corrupt Mega Man.
Really?
Yes. This is the thing you have to deal with, which makes the story extremely interesting. I mean, even J-Man, a vampire Navi, was in it. So, yes. Quite interesting. However, the fact that you had to play the game 3 times in order to even getting close to 100% completing the game was freaking ridiculous. An amazing story does not mean you can play the game 3 times without getting bored of it.
Oh shoot. And now the boss changes his pattern.
Go to the edge, go to the edge. There you go. But yeah, and the worst thing is the round time, like Mega Man Battle Network 3, and so forth. It is like Pokemon where there is more than one. AKA, there's two versions of Mega Man Battle Network 4. AKA, in order to 100% complete both games, you had to play the same story 6 times.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know what the heck they were thinking, but yeah.
They probably thought a lot of people probably wouldn't aim for 100% right away.
But the thing is, you kind of have to in order to get the better chips, because the first game is normal mode, and then the second game is hard mode, and then the third game is very hard mode. And in order to see every single story, get this, the games are based on tournaments, right?
Right.
In order to see every story with the tournament, you had to literally play the game 3 times.
Right.
In order to fight every single person from the tournament. And even getting like basically that Navi's weapon.
I mean, again, the one thing that I would say to that is simply the fact that, you know, not everybody seeks out, you know, the best chips, the number one, the 100%, etc.
Yeah.
And so if you're for a game that you're just gonna play through once, that's not too big of a deal. And I can see the idea where they may have thought, you know, people weren't gonna sit through it 3 times in a row.
They kind of did, though, because you had, in order to unlock all of the story and all the secrets, you had to beat the game 3 times.
Yeah.
So in the previous games, you feel like the game is more like a collecting game, a strategy game where you had to collect stuff.
Right.
So yeah, you do get the feeling of a collecting game like Spyro or even Crash sometimes. Well, so it's like, okay, I'm going to try collecting them all, and then you find out, no, you can't collect them all in the first go. And that's really generally bad.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to play the game like 3 times and to even get 100% complete. You shouldn't have to do that.
Just like you shouldn't have to 100% a game just to play through it the first time.
Yeah, I understand that. You don't have, for most gamers, you don't have to do that, but for a person who likes completing things, that's kind of like a slap to the face.
Right. Well, no,
and
I'm talking like the Oracle series, where aside from getting all of the rings, which I really don't count as like towards 100% because most of them are just completely pointless and useless.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, if you have a continuation code, you can just input it and it gives you all the rings, which we'll probably do for our Oracle playthrough, because I have a continuation code, so we will probably be doing that, just using that so that we have all the rings. But still for the Oracle series, in order to defeat Ganon at the end, you have to have the Master Sword. But you can't get the Master Sword without completing both games and then playing both games to practically 100% so that you can get the code to get the Master Sword in the previous version.
That's
so
ridiculous.
That you can defeat, so that you can get it in the version that you're playing where you fight Ganon. So.
Yes, that is ridiculous too.
Right. And I do have a continuation code. I actually have a new game continuation and a second game continuation code. So chances are we probably won't be doing the back and forth minigame thing that the Oracle series requires, just because I've beaten, as I said in the previous episode, I've beaten the Oracle series so much that I fell asleep playing it, and so I have all of these written down and saved, so we'll probably just be using those codes to make it easier. Like, I have all of the codes to get all of the secrets, so instead of forcing ourselves to get the secret in one game, go to the other game, collect the secret for the other game, etc. Because I already have them, we'll probably just find the NPC that gives us the secret, and then I already have the secret from the previous game, and we'll just automatically utilize that straight away, and go to the marker tree and get whatever, which in turn will allow us to get Bombchus, the Bigoron Sword, the Master Sword, and the Mirror Shield probably by the 4th dungeon, as opposed to having to fight through the game and getting them just before the 8th dungeon. So
but yeah, to me that's pretty poor of Nintendo to force you to even do that.
well, the idea was
You have a
actually
friend.
the idea was actually with the Oracle series, they created the password thing, and they wanted to, like, because games have had passwords and stuff before, but they wanted to show off, like, just what they could do with it. And it was originally going to be a 3-part series, and the password system did not work between 3 games, and so they decided that since they had put so much work into the password system, they would just make it... Crap, my controller's not centered. Center. There you go. They decided that they would just make it 2 games, and the idea was that you'd play the first game, you'd get the code for the second game, and then you'd continue on and into the next game. And so it would feel like the 2 games were connected. The problem is that it does feel like the 2 games are connected initially, but then when you utilize the other secrets, then all of a sudden it doesn't feel like the games are connected anymore, because the other secrets just make it feel really awkward. Going back and forth between Labrina and Haladrim. So, I will say that in regards to the password system being utilized in that way, I have absolutely no idea why they thought that was a good idea. But apparently they did. It kind of
forces you to buy both games and play both games. It's kind of...
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the idea. It was a grand adventure split between 2 games. And the idea was you were supposed to buy both games because, well, I don't know that it was necessarily Nintendo. Remember that the Game Boy games are all made by Capcom?
Yeah,
and I think it was Capcom that came up with the password system. So...
Yeah.
And... We know from experience how bad Capcom is at making good decisions. Like, they have a whole fan base waiting for Mega Man Legends 3, and what did they do? I'm sorry, it's been in development for 2 years now, we're canceling it. What?
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
So Capcom isn't known for making good decisions.
Yes, I blame them for making the network 4. A great game. It could have been even better game, but no, they had to split the game into 3 separate parts.
Right.
Where you have to go through the storyline over and over and over.
It'll be fun, they said. Not fun.
It's not fun. Honestly, I love the story, but holy shit.
Right.
It's like, you know how I love Digimon Frontier? Just imagine being forced to watch Digimon Frontier 3 times in a row. Yeah, not fun.
Right. Definitely not all that fun.
Now, I like to rewatch things only when I feel like it.
It's a vat of heart potion. I will probably want to pick up some of these. Do have 3 bottles after all. I think there's some side quests we can do now, so I'll probably do those. We'll probably save that for the next episode, though. Let me check this real fast. This guy will power up our potions. I don't think I need to power up the heart potion yet, but we will need to get heart potion plus by the end of the game. Center my controller, please. Center.
But yeah, honestly...
we need butterflies and ladybugs. Funny enough, the butterflies we can find here, the ladybugs we can find in Aldin, and we have neither.
But yeah. Funny, well, not really funny, but in my opinion, games you should be able to fully beat in one go and have a chance to 100% complete that game in that first go.
Right.
Of course, when you first play it, you probably wouldn't know about it, but at least it should make it possible.
Right.
Like for example, Psychonauts. You can 100. Oh.
Ember relics.
But yeah,
Gosh,
Psychonauts. You can beat. You can 100% complete the game in one go. But the thing is, when you first play it, you're not going to even think about it at first.
Right.
And I like the fact that I can always go back to Psychonauts and know that I can beat it, well, 100% complete it if I decide to try it. With games where you have to play multiple times to even 100% complete it, it's going to make me not want to do it.
Right.
Hence, I probably don't want to play your game.
I just tried to woo the item check lady. Actually, your response to that question actually changes how she acts to you and in later interactions. So it's kind of funny. Yeah, the shirts are good repair right now. 10 rupees.
Okay.
So, in between episodes, I think I'll do a little grinding, try to find some of the things that we need for the upgrades, like the ornamental skulls, monster claws, that type of thing. I think most of those can be found in, what is it, the first province, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
I can't even think of the name. Farron Province, I think is what it's called. So, I think I'll do that in between episodes, because I don't really think anyone cares to watch all that. Hey! We can upgrade the shield, though. Go for it!
Okay.
definitely upgrading my wooden shield because we're going to need that in the next dungeon. Or the next area anyway. Because the next area is lightning themed.
Yep, and you're going to need the wood.
Yep, I'm gonna need the wooden shield, or the banded shield as I just upgraded it to. Because screw an iron shield that deals extra damage to you if you get hit by electric attacks. So yeah, I think like I said, in between episodes I'll try to get more monster claws and ornamental skulls. Should be able to find those back in Faron province. The dusk relics we can't even get until
we get on the trials.
Yeah, until we get to the trials. I can probably find some jelly blobs. And all of this is in the next area, so I won't be able to do any upgrades with that anytime soon. So, yeah. We'll do all that in the next episode. If you've been enjoying, feel free to subscribe. And just before I exit this, actually, let's go see what Beetle has to offer for us. That took a moment for it to load. Let's see, where's Beetle's ship shop? Can you call it Beetle's ship shop in this game? I mean, it's more like an airship shop. I suppose it's still a ship shop. This episode's just a little bit longer than we tried to do, but we're not Game Grumps. We don't, you know, push for 10-minute episodes. We just try to do them in a shorter amount of time, more easily digestible times is all. That cost 300 rupees. This one gives me the ability to carry more rupees. I think this costs a crap ton. There's no rupee behind. Oh, I can buy that. I don't really need the adventure pouch at the moment. But we'll probably have 300 rupees to spend on an adventure pouch once I'm done grinding. So that will work out fine. But yeah, if you've been enjoying, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like. Feel free to 800 rupees. Dear Luna. Rotten, dirty backstabber. Yeah, all that stuff I always say. Subscribe, leave a like, check out Mia's channel, check out our Patreon, and we'll see everybody next time.
Bye bye.
Keep calm and punny on, everybody.